Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Guys, girls, just got back from the range. Well, sometimes I like to call work the range. Gonna be looking at Flask number 83. Ooh, this one's... It's clean! What the hell are we drinking? Love Scotty. Okay. Has a real perfume smell to it. Right off the bat, for some reason, I want to say Scotch, but cheers. Ooh, it was like a sinus opener. It's got a little rip to it. Well, I'm going with it's not a bourbon. I know, let's read a comment. It's got a subtle sweetness to it. Let's see, missing out on the last video, we had Cobra, cheers, wrong, vid clubbers, we had Clyde, Happy Two-Hearted Ed Club and Sunny Slopes, Just the Final Mission, Revolution. First in on the right video, the KBS Maple, McKinnick Fudge was Smile Money. And German Ninja gives him some attitude, then says, well done. And Smile Money says, laugh out loud. German Ninja says, damn it, being second. Brad says, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Cletus McFarland. Smile Money, laugh out loud. Matt. That Pelosi retirement story was fabricated by a satirical website and spread on social media for the gullible. Gunwild says, well, you know, we are talking about Matt, you know, if it's on the internet, it's true. Oh yeah, that Gunwild, that's my rule of thumb. If it's on the internet, you know it's true. Smile Money says, preferable in meme form so he can look at the pictures. Fu Master Chew, yo, life is, well, what it is. Yes. Joey, top 5. Oh, I just also want to go right on the record right now. Not only did Joey stomp on my dick, but he stabbed me in it too. I am on here ripping it up. Ha ha, Joey. Did you get mission 68 from BattleBox? And because the knife of the month is freaking awesome, Joey. Joey sends me a picture. He goes something like this. Eric, does it look something like this? You know, does it have some green liners? And if you want to skin something, you just hang on to it right there, and you got a skinner built into it. Does it look anything like that? Yeah, Joey, it looks something like that. So this knife was released as a BattleBox item through a different manufacturer of this knife. Since then, they went out of business. They're no longer in business, and now Revolt, that the knife that was that transformer that went from a big blade and then slid in and became a Grumbent or whatever the fuck that thing is. Looked like a vegetable cutter. This company decided to make it again, and it looks like it's made identical to the picture that Joey sent me to this one. And I have to say, you know, you get the honest factor above and beyond on both of my channels. I don't give a flying rip what anyone wants to say. It's probably why I have lost many sponsors over the years, because I am not about to tell you, hey, buy this item, and if I don't believe in it and you've wasted your money, then that's just bullshit, and that's just not me. This is badass. I'm putting this, God, you know, my favorite is the Real Steel fixed blade, and I should have brought it down here to show you, but I have it upstairs on my side of the bed, and I still throw it on some pants every now and then. I was wearing it religiously for a while. As a matter of fact, I found it with one of the attachment points. It uses what looks like a piece of seatbelt material, which is great, because after all the time I've been using it, but the only chance you have of doing any damage to seatbelt material is to actually hit it when you're putting the knife away. But this one, and I can't show you, came with just a Kydex like sheath. They didn't give you any belt loops or anything. And somewhere down here, I'm getting sick and tired of playing this little game, Eric, hiding shit on myself. I have several that came with knives over the years, and the only one I could find wasn't even close to lining up with the rivet holes. But I did have a holster that I was sent years ago for my PPS that just had these basically like ultra heavy duty like rubber bands. I mean, kind of like, I mean, that's like an understatement. They're not leather, they're rubber, but they're never gonna break. And I took them off of that and put them onto the sheath for this. It's a very sharp knife. I just want to make sure that I don't by accidentally miss the sheath and stab the fat guy wearing it. I should just leave it out. I'll just leave it out because I know how Sharky gets. This thing is just, let me do a flyby. It's just badass. I love the way this knife looks. G10. I'll take a look at my butt. Yeah. And the fasteners, same on both sides. That Slimer green in the middle, just feels great in your hand. Like I said, this is probably, I think I still like the Real Steel fixed blade, and of course if I had the money, I'd be buying more shit from Real Steel. My EDC is this guy from Real Steel. It's just a front flipper. It's the only one I have like it. Took a little getting used to, but once you are used to it, man, it's no problem at all unless you're Matt. So, the Real Steel fixed blade, the Kudaman, the one that came with the elephant symbol on it. Joey didn't get that one either. And this guy are probably in my my top 3. This one might even beat the Kudaman, only because I can actually wear it. The Kudaman came with a really cool heavy black leather sheath with bright red stitching, but it's made like for the small of your back, and I haven't tried carrying it like that. And why are there rifles out? Well, there's rifles out because I was doing a little research. I don't want to get this wrong for David Brown and Bunky. The trigger that I ordered, the Palmetto State 3.5 pound 3.5 pound drop-in cartridge trigger, says that it may work with 9mm rifles, which made me think. I wonder how close to the edge. You know, now it's never It's never not fired, but I have a velocity trigger in Project Alicia 1. But, okay, I'm building Project Alicia 2 for David and Bunky, and I was reading a bunch of research, and they basically don't endorse it for a 9mm. So I decided, because I've been working a bunch of side work, I just decided to buy this out from the David and Bunky build, and I put it in the 24 because I want a better trigger in this. Do I think this is the one that I would want in something to compete with a Hyperfire? I don't know. I obviously haven't been to the range. I can tell you, installation is just super ass simple. It comes with anti-walk pins. You just set the only thing you have to do is you do have to take your grip off and take the safety selector out, because you're going to need, and I could not get it to go under it. The trigger, because it's a straight bow, on a curved, you can sometimes get it to go in and then back in under the safety selector. I could not do that, so I had to take the safety selector out. So you got to take the screw, and of course this is a flat blade screw, probably the one I've taken apart and replaced the most, and it's just a flat blade screw in it, not an Allen head. So I put it in here, and I tested it on the scale that I got from Tardisius, and holy shit, is it consistent! And it's running 1 pound 7 ounces. Damn! So the trigger that was in that, this one just had a Eric polish job on a mil spec, but no JP springs. So this one I had spent a little bit more time on because I thought I was going to have to live with it for a while. This one had, the 24-inch had a polished, I did a trigger job on it, and I put JP springs in it. So I just said screw it, took the trigger out of the Project Overkill, the 22, and I threw the trigger out of the 24-inch into there, and that one is scaling 2.5 pounds on a mil-spec trigger with an Eric polish job and a set of JP springs, and it's the reliable package. It's the same package that they will put in a rifle if you have JP build it for you. In other words, it's the yellow trigger spring, and it's the red hammer spring. So they call it the reliability package. It just ensures that if this is a duty weapon, when you pull the trigger, it's always going to go boom. So if you have to defend your life, you're not going to have a light primer strike. So again, it's a 22. I could probably put yellow. I mean, after all, Christine's AR, I put yellow after doing a trigger job, and hers trigger pulls at a little less than 2.5 pounds. She absolutely loves that trigger. I've offered to buy her better triggers for it, and she said, just don't mess with it. Okay, I'm good. Save me $300 to $400 for a Hyperfire. I'm okay with that. So that's what I did. Those two are squared away. Had an awesome time with that out at the range last time. I guess I've underestimated the fun that you can have with a 22 long rifle. Basically, what I got sick and tired of punching the center out of the target. What I really needed to do is bring some fun stuff. Like trying to shoot the primer out of a 12 gauge round, or setting, not full pieces of clay pigeon, because honestly that's not even a challenge for that guy right now. But, and again, like I said, if something happens weird with life, I can punch these 2 pins, I can take the 22 long rifle off, and I have a fully ready lower. Because this is a dedicated DPMS 22 long rifle upper, it doesn't require a buffer spring, any of that. You're supposed to just leave that empty. It doesn't reciprocate back far enough into this area that it touches it. But I have this all ready so that if I needed to, I could punch these pins, lose the 22 caliber mag, and switch to 5.56, and go start partying it up. You know, at one point in time, which I still can because I actually have an upper sitting in there, I thought about making like a mini hard case for this, and it would have a 5.56 upper, and have it be set up as a 22 long rifle. So basically, it was set to go for whatever circumstance, kind of like a little survival thing, hunting or catching, taking animals with the 22, unless of course they're big animals, and adiosing bad people with the 5.56 version. Yeah. Gunwild. 6th commenter. Bitches. He spaced it all out so he wouldn't get his comment removed. Top 10 alright, says Harmarsh. Clyde. 7th Revolution and whiskey. Harmarsh says it has begun. This is a school night. Okay, Clyde, this is a school night. So my liver can't play, but being that it's you, I tell you what, we'll just make an above average sampling of this, whatever it is. Oh. I think if I lit something and put it by my nose, I could have just blown flames. Whew. Smoke on the water. Eric has no nasal hairs. Boy. Whiskey. I think whiskey. But boy, we are. You know, and the taste that it leaves behind in my mouth isn't even. It's almost like the last thing that I consumed like 4 hours ago, and yet this has got a little bit of a punch to it. Eltenda, love the t-shirt. Eltenda, I'm not even, you know, that was like, even if it was yesterday, I probably wouldn't even frickin' remember. YouTube, you suck. 27 clicks later, maybe I'll find out what shirt I was wearing. Oh, the Hillary for prison, yeah. So kids, have you, today a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, you know, a few people came to me and said, did you see what came out about Biden? Yeah, this shit has been out for like fucking years. People like me have said, exactly what is it that has to happen for these bastards to be held responsible? You know, I personally know somebody that flipped off their neighbor and the police came and arrested him for quote-unquote disturbing the peace. Yeah, okay, Officer Moore, you fucking little cunt. Officer Moore, Duluth Police Department. Not even liked by your fellow employees. Why? Because you're a fucking little cunt. When someone comes to you and says, do you even want to hear my side of the story? And you go, not interested. Good job doing your job, sir. You're an embarrassment to that thin blue line. You're the reason that people have an issue with the police department. Personally, I want to defund Officer Moore because I think he's a little cunt. And yes, I did get my information from fellow officers. I may not have a lot of pull, but I have some. Boy, I don't know. I'm just going to have to go on a limb and It has characteristics of a whiskey. It has characteristics of a Scotch. It's definitely not an Islay Scotch. So I'm just gonna say it's a Scotch. Never said I was a frickin' expert. I can only tell you what I know. Age, yes. Aroma, alcohol-y. Taste. It has a sweetness up front. Could possibly be sherry, but the intense alcohol warming. The alcohol warming just kind of like takes everything away, and really all I'm really getting is just this freaking huge thing of attitude at the end. Overall, I'm going to give it a 4. A 4, I say. A 4. A 4, you whore. Where's my phone? Oh, yeah. My phone is attached to an umbilical cord. Allow access to data. Oh. That's because I'm using that for a... NIHAP, that's a reasonable thing. So, let's see. Flask. I know. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm going to take care of this shit. You can just stare at the... I'm sure those are fake, but I'm sure they... I'd have to taste them to know for sure. Flask 83 has a sweetness up front. Oh, that's right. Sorry. I'm guessing Scotch. I'm going to put maybe. Sweetness up front. Something like the sherry flask, or flask. Sherry, you know, those keggy things that it sits in. Flask barrels. And it's hard to gauge anything after that, and anything after that, because it has some good kick. I'll tell them punch. Like a punch cigar, which I could go for right now. And I gave it a 4. So, obviously, as you well know, because I showed you the knife out of the Mission 68, I received Mission 68. And evidently the powers that be decided to send me another one of the general level crate clubs. So, okay, Cliff Note version, because you always see it. You always see it before anybody else does. I know, it really doesn't matter, because more people will probably see the battle box over here at the Brew channel than will actually watch it at the Ebomi channel, which is actually too bad, because battle box looks like they're back to trying. Again, mission brief comes in this little handy little book, which sucks, but it doesn't because now I'm not copying it and chopping it all apart. What do you want to know about? Little mini fire extinguisher, good thing to have in a vehicle. Hot snot, flammable paste. Comes in a toothpaste tube. Looks pretty impressive. Smear it on green wood and make a fire. BattleTac mag pouch. I can use that. Two really heavy gauge carabiners. I mean, we're talking about 1,750 pounds to break this thing across the short axis. And if you want to break it across the long axis, it's like over 5,000 pounds. 5,500 to be exact, this way. So you get a couple carabiners. A patch that looks like they're 6x6. This field dressing kit. I'm not about to put it all together, but this handle holds a blade that kind of looks like the protector, and then you can get all sorts of extra blades for it. A saw. I mean, this is all for preparing an animal that you've adiosed. And then the thing that, other than the knife, that I was very excited to see, and I will be putting this in my truck under the seat, is a old-fashioned kind of looking jerry can. You pop the pin. You pop the pin like a grenade, open it up, and then once you've good God. Please, God. There you go. Once you've done that, it comes with the nozzle, which locks in as a rubber boot. Locks in the other direction to get a good seal. And then they also sent along a rubber flexible spout that attaches to the end of that. $69 for this guy. If you can get one cheaper, so be it. But I think for the money this month, this was a freaking awesome box. Again, I gauged the boxes directly on how much stuff in there would I actually use if it was me. That month, I cannot. I have no use for the skinning stuff. I have several people. I possibly might do a little giveaway, but I do know a few people that take animals and that could probably utilize that. But I might do a giveaway. David Brown, I have a question. When you hear me say this, is Sean a hunter? And of course, the knife this month would have been, I'd almost be willing to buy all of the shit. Wow, you lucky little cunt. Damn, son, pre-dawn, that's awesome. Is that? Hang on, hang on. Just some technical questions I have to ask them. Okay, and the answer to the question: Wheatland Cask 350 American whiskey. You know, I didn't think it had enough of the markers for. No, chambered in 556. Interesting. Yeah, I don't want to give it away, but pre-dawn, that is some serious ass shit. Especially when you have a company that will do what they did for you there. Okay, let me... let us find out some information on this particular... particular whiskey. Okay, evidently that wasn't enough information. Let's try that. Okay, 350. That's 550. No, that's 350. Westland cask 350. American. Yeah. I could be whatever age you want me to be. No. Oh, I hate when fucking companies do this. Get this shit out of my way. $80 a bottle. Now, in the bottle, it looks gold. Sorry. Just talking to the fam. Yeah, this got completely a different color than that picture. Didn't scourge. You would pick the Chode bottle. Gunwild, I realized YouTube removed 2 of my comments from yesterday's review, most likely because of profanity. They have a hard-on for taking away our First Amendment rights. Shameful douches. Matt Davis says, same here. All I was trying to say is fuck the ATF. I'll say it for you. Fuck the ATF. You are a bunch of fucking cunty jackbooted thugs, and you should be defunded. Hashtag defund the ATF. Defund the ATF. Defund the ATF. You gotta say it 3 times so people will remember what you said. I learned that in the advertising school. Oh, God. I don't know if I want any more of this, really. Steven, you give me a heart on. That's his response to Rim Frabra Fab. 35 minutes, 29 seconds. Beautiful. I love you. Yeah. Show me your tits or shut up. That's right, Steve. Then probably the same goddamn person. Poco Loco says your grandma wasn't that great. Steve says, ever been to Pipe Town? I'll take you there. Smile Money. Burnt tires with leather notes and kerosene aftertaste. Delicious. And I can say, oh yes, sounds great, so good. I'm going with so good, Smile Money. Didn't scourge. Lagavulin is a different distillery. Some are supposed to be pretty good. Yeah. Well, you know, it'd be nice to sample my way through Isla. Smile Money. Dear Diary, I love reading my notes on all the whiskey I have had my way with. Glorious days, such fond memories. I dream that NIHAP will continue sending the Flask until my liver turns to a rock. I'll drink to that, Smile Money. Oh, oh, oh. Oof. Clyde. Lagavulin Distillery is a malt whiskey distillery in the village of Lagavulin on the south of Ireland of Islay, Scotland. South Island of Islay, Scotland. It distills spirits that is destined to become Islay's single malt Scotch whiskies. Lagavulin is publicly owned by Diageo PLC, the company formed by the merger of United, read more button, Distillers and Vintner and Guinness. There's a shock. Clyde knows shit. Why are you sitting on the buttons? Cobra, Heart Place Holder. Oh, my freaking back is killing me right now. We need to get through this. Clyde, I have a bottle of Lagavulin 1996 Distill Edition Islay Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. I'm a huge Islay fanboy. Me too. But I did drink Glenfiddich and Glenlivet most of my life. There is a movie I watched when I was young where the mercenary fellow doing reconnaissance work in Zangagro had 2 bottles of Glenfiddich and 2 cartons of Luckies in his bag at the airport. Right now, I would love a Lortab crushed with some muscle relaxant, maybe a gabapentin, a couple of ibuprofen, and 2 shots of Paul John. True story. Island girl. Jules, enjoy the beers, guys. Sure miss you all. Drink a shot for me. Yeah, but if you were here and I said, Jules, drink a shot for me, you wouldn't do it. Well, you might. You are kind of a go-getter. Clyde, I've been up to the elbow in a whole herd. Yeah, the life of a rancher. Just remember, semen collection specialist is a real job in the ranch. Somebody's got to jack off the horse or the bull to collect the sticky gold. Too much information. Harmarsh sounds like the perfect job for Matt. On second thought, he'd screw it up. Clyde, Harold, that would be funny as shit to watch. We had a bull whose semen was going for $10,000 a pop. Crazy. What a first-class breeder Black Angus Hereford will go for. Jesus. You know, and I tried to give some to this girl on the corner, and I couldn't get any fucking money for it. As a matter of fact, she threatened to sue me. Poco Loco. Space docking. Leave it to Joey and Cobra to meet at the first truck stop in space to touch tips. Harmarsh like that. Steven, been wanting to find this. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Cheers, Rich, you bastard. Hey, Rich, you want to sell the ladies build that you won? Asking for a friend. Matt Davis, whiskey with an E. Oh, look at you, you little bastard. Ugh. Oh, hang on, I gotta check something. Damn it. Oh, wait a second. I gotta check something. Ugh. damn it. Island girl. Well, wait a second. We can have some of this. Still never heard from Steve if... Oh. Hey, wait a second. Didn't this count? Oh, and I closed the frickin' window? Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's just grow the fuck up and do this shit. Ah, Matt. Go with a little lead slingers. Matt, doesn't Matt have a channel? If so, when do we get to see you guys on Matt's channel? Steven, the owner of Q, made a video that Silencer Co. Shop posted on their YouTube. They got an ATF letter. They responded and ATF ended all communications. Fuck the ATF. Harmarsh, Matt, don't go away mad. Just go away. Smile Money, notice his sister hasn't been around. Someone should call Duluth 911 to check on her well-being. I'll do that for you, Smile Money. Harmarsh, more a cowbell. Then Harmarsh says, Eric, your face on Sharon Stone was quite disturbing. It gave me nightmares, and I was awake. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. McLean, I had blood sausage first time in England. They call it black pudding, and another reason I'm getting divorced. She can't stand you, Eric. That's 100% true. She would always nag me about watching you. You know, I knew there was a reason I never liked her. She has no taste at all. You can tell her I said that. Bitch. Smile Money. My wife just asked, does he just drink all the time? God. Scotsman. Intro, Brew Babe Perfection. Scotsman, Whiskey. Scotsman, 3 minutes, 54 seconds, no words except slacker. Scotsman, blood sausage is actually very good for you. Smile Money says, sad that said the American Vampire Association. Scotsman, Matt did a fine job on the whiskey. Well, I know that doesn't qualify. Island girl. At least let's break into some good stuff to tell the palate that I'm not angry with it. Oh, there's a counter ring. Scotsman. Much better. Okay, let's do this shit. Smile money. Life lessons Matt unemployed and Eric working side jobs just to pay the bills. Yet buying a bottle of whiskey that costs more than it costs to feed a family in Africa for years. Smile money. Many states did ban the binary triggers with the bump stock. Fosgate Echo AR2 binary triggers for AR-15s not legal in California, Iowa, New Jersey, shocker, New York, fucking surprised, Rhode Island, cuntwads, Maryland, douchebags, Connecticut, fuckstains, Hawaii, fuck who cares, Florida, shocking, Washington State, doesn't surprise me, Washington D.C., doesn't surprise me, Delaware, doesn't surprise me. Binary triggers are sold for use in pistols and non-rifle firearms only. Well, Smile Money, I'd like to thank you for that public service announcement. I just want to hang on. I just want to show you the pistol that I just got done building. Fuck you, ATF. Hands down the most abused rifle in the collection. Why it still functions, I don't know. Somebody thought, actually I think several somebodies thought that they could throw out some kind of a threat to NIHAP and say, we are going to destroy that. And he said, go ahead and try. So, I'd also like to point this out. I was having a conversation with Hector, and he was telling me that, what's that douche nozzle's name? Start working out. Start loading mags. Start fucking killing people. That guy. I don't even remember what his name is. He evidently continuously potty talks Palmetto State. Most, if not all but a few, let's see, my Justin build is not a Palmetto State, and the 24-inch is not a Palmetto State lower anyway. But in one way or another, I believe almost every AR-15 and all the AR-10s except for the JP, in one way or another, are Palmetto State. And Palmetto State just fucking runs and runs and runs. The only rifle that there was even an issue with was the AR-10, and that particular AR-10 had a 3-digit serial number. Palmetto State just said, fine, send it in, and we will send you a brand new upper. End of story. Go lay by your bowl. And this one, this is the one that had the bump stock on it. Now it has the happy switch in it, and just goes and goes. Goes and goes and goes and goes. And fuck you, ATF. Fuck you right in the fuck hole. Wade, hey, now about the whole north-south thing. Look at all of them Yankee states that are flaming liberals now. Do you really want to go there? Wade, bump stocks aren't necessary. All you need is a piece of string looped over your elbow through the trigger, and you got what you want in a bump stock. Oh yeah, my brother-in-law just uses his belt loop. He puts his finger through the belt loop, through the AR, through the belt loop, and just bzzz, it's empty. It actually is not too inaccurate either. Wait, ATF is here for one reason: tax money. Yeah, well, they can go to fucking hell. Sharky, number 1. I like the wider camera angle. Now you can fit more guns and knives into the frame. Oh wait, the 629 and the holster looks pretty damn good. Love the look of that pocket pistol. The matte finish, the red scales look sweet. Oh, pocket knife. Red scales. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, and Sharky, look at here. Comment number 4 of 4. SH Intro Babe wins again, and the hashtag right amount of grip is what is all you need. Sharky, they deleted 2 of your comments. 2 of your comments just fucking gone. Oh no, I can't look at that right now. It'll fuck this all up. I'm not showing anything held for review. Jay Linderman's Man Super Sweet makes for a decent dessert beer though, and I can say oh yes it does. Good call. I'm gonna say oh yes. Jay Linderman's Limbic. The booze level was the level when bottled, not what it's now after aging. That's why they use a cap to hold the cork in. That's why you're so fucking smart. And you own your own company. It's my money. The round baler came out in the 1960s. It wasn't until the early 70s when the major manufacturers had a unit. Then you needed specialized heavy equipment to handle them. Then, when home video games came out, the youth would no longer leave the house, so the farmers had to go to the round balers, lazy-ass, old Milwaukee drinking teenagers. Laugh out loud.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you're fake news.
J-Dog says here. Cobra says SH. Matt. Taking this to the club and then I gotta get out of here. No. Didn't scourge. You're on crack. First in Smile Money. It's time for some beer in the basement. Cheers. Gunwild, happy hump day. Cheers all, and I can say same to you. Happy holidays. Rock on. Rock on. Rock on. Real Cobra Burnout. Cheers, Two-Hearted Ed Clubbers, Sunny Slopers, hashtag Justin Vinamish, hashtag never forget, hashtag be like Ed, hashtag hi Joey. Cobra, double shots for Matt. 1 whiskey, 1 bourbon. No. Thin Scourge, Infinity Shot Club. Well, if that's where you are, that's not where I am. And Clyde. Cheers, Two-Hearted Ed, Sunny Slopes of long ago, hashtag Justin's Final Mission Club, whiskey, and train whistle. This is going to have to stand in for that, Clyde. And on this, we are out of here. Cheers. Maybe tomorrow? It's tomorrow. For sure Friday. Friday is yeah. It's a very, very sad day, and we will be here to remember it. So, cheers, guys. Thanks as always, and titties.